Hi, everyone. This is Key. I have a buddy of mine right here. I'm pointing this way, but he's actually over there. That's Stan Bishop. Stan Bishop is with us today, and we're going to be talking about who he is. I've known Stan for a long time, and this week it came out that he is now a mindset trainer with Exit Realty International, but he does something unique, and I want him to kind of let people know who he is, what he does. Hey, Stan, how are you?
Hey, Key, doing great. Thanks for having me on today. I wanted to make a quick announcement that I'm super excited about this opportunity to work with Exit and other brokers. And just give you a brief history about who I am and what I did before becoming a trainer with Exit is I started in real estate in 2001 as a real estate agent and opened up my first brokerage in 2004 in Florida, Jacksonville. I had two offices in 2007 when I saw the market change and shift. And I knew I needed to change my business by adopting some national brand, and I was looking for one, and Exit happened to be the best fit for my agents. So in 2007, I set off by opening up 2 Exit franchises, little to know that the market was going to crash in Florida. But luckily, with good business sense and good systems and finding the right partners and staff, we were able to grow the company over the next 10 years to the fastest growing company in Jacksonville, ranked number 6 in 2011, and also became the broker of the year for Exit Realty that same year. And for the next 5 years, we became the largest grossing brokerage for Exit Realty in both agent count and production. This was all done by having some of the best systems in place by what was given to me by Exit, but also creating some of the own secrets of what we felt was imperative for a brokerage that was maybe missing. In 2017, I sold the company because I really wanted to focus on my true aspiration of growing in what I do by helping coach and consult other brokers and how to be a better broker. So that's what I'm doing now.
So, so you have a history in the real estate business. You have a history with agents. You have a history with partners, so you understand how to set up a partnership in an office and how to make it work. You have also a history with what I call leadership, meaning making sure that the people within your organization, as it grew to multiple offices, how to structure it in such a way that an office can go from one location to multiple locations. Which is, by the way, Stan, there's a lot of brokers I know who are my friends who are at that cusp. I've grown. I feel good. Am I ready to open a second office? Can I handle it? What do I do to create that? And I think that's, for me, those are some of the insights you bring. So can you tell everybody about the coaching? Because you specifically focus on brokers, correct?
That's correct. So now what I'm doing is I'm working with brokers in multiple capacities. And just like you said, whether you're a brand new broker, you just open up your franchise, you're actually spending more money than you're making. I've been there, I've done that. And I know what it takes to put the right pieces in place to be successful. I've also had partners, and I know I've heard, at least from a lot of people, that partnerships can be fatal to your business. And it was one of the best decisions I made as a business owner. So I know the pitfalls and what to overcome them, how to put together the right checks and balances. And then the multiple office growth was essential for us to grow because we're in a marketplace where it literally takes you an hour to go from one side of the town to the other. So we felt it was necessary to have multiple offices, but you didn't want to duplicate all of your overhead in each office, and you want to streamline and centralize that. So we've got the best practices on how to do that. Now what I'm doing with brokers is I'm putting them through a coaching call. The first 4 calls is really to establish the business plan, the metrics that they want to measure their success, and to introduce them to the necessary part that I feel is the lead generation and recruiting best practices. Once we get through those first 4 calls, we take down all of the other parts of the business, like the support, the training, the marketing, the culture, events, having ambassador clubs, having evening with Exit events, call night, tons of information. And for me, the coaching is only one part of it. The coaching is an hour long. It's mindset. It's getting them into the place of where they need to be to execute whatever their plan that they set out for. But the consulting is a follow-up to that. So every call, post-call, we have an email that goes out dependent upon on that topic. If it's on training, we actually provide them sample training calendars, sample training topics and information. If it's about marketing, we actually give them the marketing for branding agents or for marketing the listings and helping agents get more listings. So we dissect the calls into exactly what I feel is best for the broker and what I feel is lacking in a lot of brokers out there for the coaching part. But the consulting part is that here's the tools. Now that you have the mindset, let's implement these tools. The business metrics are holding the brokers accountable and helping them measure. And it's amazing that I find a lot of brokers aren't looking at these numbers every single month. And it's kind of creeping up on them, especially if they're dips in the valleys. So they can kind of prepare for what maybe the unforeseen future of either a positive or a negative. So if we're looking at those business metrics every month, you're not getting surprised. And I'm finding that we're getting great results from it.
And you've been doing, this is not something you're launching. You've been doing this for the past, at least, what, 18 months to 2 years?
Yeah, since I sold my brokerage in 2017, I moved right into coaching consulting. But prior to that, I've been coached by numerous brokers, whether it be or systems out there, Corkin Consulting, Buffini, Mike Ferry, all the major trainers out there. I've gotten information, and so I'm pulling all this information together to come up with the best practices, what I feel if I was a broker. And basically what I'm looking to do is align myself with other brokers to be an extension of your executive team. You know, most professional athletes, most professionals in the business, they have somebody out there who's helping them become better. You know, what I want to do is I want to be that person for those brokers out there, because I know what it's like to struggle, and I know what it's like to have to pay to go to work, and I know what it's like to have the fear of, are you going to have enough money at the end of the day? I also know what it's like to grow a brokerage. I know what it's like to have multiple offices, and I know what it's like to have a good balance between work and life. And if I can help somebody out there, that to me is the goal and what I've achieved my success today.
Well, like I told you guys, most of you know of him, but you probably don't know him. And the two of us, in our separate ways, will be at the conventions. And you'll see us in the hall. You'll see us in the events. Make sure you remember that face when I'm pointing that way. The camera points the other way. That face is Stan Bishop. His full name is Stanley Bishop, but we call him Stan. Brokers, we're gonna meet. We're gonna hang out. By the way, Stan, thank you for doing this. I think it gives a sense of what you do. I think the relationship they'll build with you is what's going to matter the most.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. And as always, Keith, thank you for what you do. You've been a big part of my growth and success, and I really appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you so much.